Ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in for yet another vlog. As you can see here, we have some new products that we're going to be using for some new forms of content. We are in the works on to get to you guys, and specifically through the Moranz Mafia as well.
Join the Moranz Mafia.
That being said, what you guys are about to experience is a full track rebuild. So we're pretty much taking what we had, completely destroying it, cleaning everything up, and going completely back together by the one and only Wurx. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys are obviously going to see the entire track build, the process before, middle, after, etc. We have some very cool things coming for 2024 Supercross that we have in the works as well. So if you're interested in being a part of the program, getting logos on stuff, and just supporting the privateer effort that we have going on, be sure to find the description below, kevinmoranz.com website. You can find information, find a way to email us off the website, or again, find the description below. That being said, let's get started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally Monday, which is the official start of when we can start using the larger equipment here. I don't believe the dozer has been dropped off yet, but we've got the excavator and the wheel loader here. So it's about 7 in the morning, bright enough that you can finally see what we're doing if we do some video. So I've got my tripod here for some GoPro action. We're gonna go jump in the excavator to start, and more or less, Wurx shows up later this afternoon. So there's a lot of prep work that we're doing before they show up. So then when they get here, it's pretty much just game on. They jump in equipment, start tearing down the track and rebuilding more or less. So we scraped all of the grass off, obviously, like we've already said. However, next up for us is improving this drainage situation. So a little update, we have gotten that, as you can see, kind of handled. It's kind of leveled out. I just got to finish out, got to take out a couple trees up there. However, I'm just going to continue kind of going on with the big stuff, right? I'll do the technical tree situation when I have some people here to help. So as you can see here, this is the next little project, is we're going to extend this out to this tree line, maybe even past this tree line. So this little chunk of dirt right here, which was kind of like on a little pit bike track situation. We are going to take this out, place it down over there for that edge of the pad, and use the dozer to kind of smear it around, and then we'll kind of dig in right here and push all that stuff over, so then it's a full pad. Alrighty, and as you can hear, the time has come. That's starting to get leveled out. Pretty good to go. Just took out a little face that we had there. So game plan here is we're gonna cut the first one. That way we don't gotta deal with two. So we'll drop that one and then we'll go after the second one. So mainly the reason why we're doing this is obviously we don't have to come this way and then over on the other side. We can literally have part of the lane right there where those trees are. Oh, she's moving. Timber! You! So Dad's got the technique. He made a chop down this way, now he's going back up that way it falls that direction. We're a lumberjack here. So that's what you do there, huh? There's a lumberjack. Now what do? Do you cut it at an angle or you just cut it straight?
I gotta get a split and all. A split and all will go in there and make it drop that way.
You have a split null?
Yeah, I gotta go get one.
Man, you just got everything. Right. Timber! Is that them right there?
Yeah.
The boys have arrived. Ross is stretching. You ready to work? You stretching? No, Dad. You obviously can't hear this now. And once you're watching this video, you'll know for the first time that you are the best. Never complain, just jumps in and helps. Number one dad right there. What in the world do we got going on here? Timber! Alrighty, so it is the morning of the first legitimate day with Dirt Wurx. Dad's going, we got 2 more of those tubes. So those are double wall tubes. Pricey little guys. Anybody in construction knows that. But we're gonna kind of replace this situation here. This is just a single wall, kind of old used situation, but obviously transporting dirt across with a wheel loader pretty much crushed that guy. I can't see through him. So we're gonna replace these, get this all the way across here. That way, have ourselves, you know, obviously our track right in here, and then you can pop up into here for a potential sand section, Daytona loop, something like that. Shout out to the Moranz, you know, for letting me chop down all your trees. Appreciate it. I was gonna say you can probably push that this way.
Well, I'm gonna use that like on the slope because it's all just pure topsoil.
Yeah.
That little mound that's like a little bit on the other side of your skids, on this side of your skid steer.
Right there?
That little knuckle?
Yeah, and then that tabletop and that dirt we can use, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna push that into that sweeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I figured we use that dirt pile,
that all
just
in.
flatten that all in.
Yep.
Alrighty, as you can see, GoPro set up. Hope you guys enjoy the time lapse of the first lane going in. We just set all of our stakes on both sides. So we've got about 350 feet here that we've got going on. And then we're gonna come into a sweeper right here, so it's definitely changing up. Well, once again, we get rain. Well, this is much more promising than what I was expecting. We'll be fine because we have to grade this down a little bit still. So we've got to dig down deeper. So we'll produce a little bit more dirt. And it'll get us down to dry dirt again anyway, so. So what's the game plan here, boys? Are we gonna, how far do you think we bring down that lane closest to the driveway?
This lane we're probably gonna bring down, what, like a foot or two, generate some more material. That lane that's next to the one we just built, probably gonna shave that down too to push dirt towards that berm that's down there.
Yeah.
We gotta build that berm next. And then work our way down, because if we don't, we'll get ourselves in a pinch where we're trapped.
Yeah. That was me jumping.
Because your pad is pretty unique, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is definitely way higher than what's in the middle.
Yeah. Your pad's got like 3 tiers to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Alrighty, so we got a little update. Ross is digging down deeper to produce more dirt, while Alex is over there digging up. We just pushed over another tree, and now we're kind of extending this out because we're gonna push it down and push it out a little bit, because now we're gonna have this section going out this way, sweeper around, and then you have 2 lanes on the inside of that. we'd like to give a quick shout out to Meyer Industries for coming on board and getting us sand on such short notice. The game plan with this is to try to mix it in so our clay/dirt does not get so concrete hard, stays a little bit looser. However, if you guys are interested in getting any kind of rock, dirt, gravel, sand, anything landscaping, be sure to check him out and let him know that we sent you. To find his information, check the description below, and he's located in Topeka, Kansas. So we've got this little machine right here. We've got the GoPro set up. This is a leftover from a little deck project we were doing earlier. It hadn't been picked up yet, and this is a little too tight to get a skiddy in, a little too tight to get obviously that thing in to pat it down. So we're gonna see if the old dingo bitch witch can get it. Alrighty, so it is the morning of, I don't even know what day it is at this point. However, this section's coming in nicely. We are down to a one-man show right now. We've got Ross here. Alex had to attend some business meetings today, so he'll be back later on this afternoon. Going on here, I am in the excavator, obviously. Ross is over there putting together that lane, so that'll be the, I guess, third lane that we were finishing. This is the second one that's already been tracked in. However, I'm going to be pretty much going in. You see that tape line all the way along there. They built it a little bit wide, so I'm going to go through, scrape that all off, so then they can actually finesse the side, and then we can put in this lane right here. So it's just a touch wide. That tape line is my guide for how much I'm scraping off. Here, Ross is pretty much windrowing. What he's got going on there, so then he can scrape all that this way and take that down. That way everything can kind of drain that direction.
Did you clean up the sides just with the excavator?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Really good.
He flipped that poly yesterday.
It's always narrow at the bottom.
He flipped that poly yesterday and he goes, there is so much dirt here.
Another day in paradise, baby. Finish line's going in. Stack of dirt for the landing. And I'm going to the excavator to start flipping more dirt. Kev and his skid icing, more or less. That's what they call finishing sides jumps, backs of berms, yada yada yada. And we've got ourselves a whoop pad to lay. Alrighty, so we are laying in whoops, orange spray paint for the sticks again, and then we'll just spray paint where each whoop goes instead of laying a bunch of sticks. Here we are starting to place in sand thanks to Myers Industries all across the track. Then we're going to mix it in with our handy dandy CMP Attachments Hydro Bucket.
normally at Supercross, when we're in crunch time, when the track gets concrete hard, how we usually do it is we take the dozers down the lane and break up all the blue groove with the metal tracks so it's all fluffed up. Then we can water it or back drag it to make it soft again, but sometimes there's not enough time to bring the dozers out and track the lanes up. So when I saw this bucket, it made me realize that we can chip up some blue groove and help, you know, get the track not cement hard in record time. So the Hydra bucket has definitely has a niche there for us and what it can do for Supercross tracks.
Yeah, because like this stuff right here, yeah, like you said, like especially if it's in between a rhythm lane, and it's especially like here at this private track for me, I don't have a dozer, but using the little Harley rake on the back can break that up and it can make it crumbly again, almost is the best way to put it. So then you're not riding a concrete line, and it, yeah, saves you a ton of time.
What I'm gonna be doing today with the skid steer, first thing is I'm gonna pack down all the sides of the jumps. I'm not gonna be utilizing the tiller that much for that, but then once I start going down the lanes and like distributing the sand and back dragging, there'll be some content there, because when I go down the faces, I'll probably try and, you know, Harley it all in. This material that Kevin has is super gumbo-y dirt, and it's really hard to work with, especially after the lanes are all being tracked up with the dozer. The cleat marks are like bricks. It's really hard for me to break them up. So what I'm doing is I'm hydro bucketing the cleat marks out, so the dirt's broken up into fine pieces. Then I go back down the lane and sprinkle sand so it doesn't stick back together as good. And then I'm back dragging. So it takes some time, but it's what's working best. I've never really had to work with dirt that's this clumpy before. So the fact that I actually have access to this bucket out here is such a score for me.
We have to give some shout outs to some people that were able to bring equipment and find equipment for us on such short notice. So major shout out to Deshaun Bonner with Duke Reynolds. He was able to bring out a little ditch witch, dingo. We also had Barry Tractor on board, who were able to find a excavator and a wheel loader for us. Additionally, we had Haas Crane that was able to find us a 650 John Deere, so a dozer that was to spec for what Wurx would like. And then a special shout out to CMP Attachments, as we have one of their Hydra buckets. They came out to do some video as well, and it came in clutch. As the video comes to an end, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, it helps the channel. And as always, subscribe, hit that little bell. That way you get notifications when we drop new videos. We have plenty of stuff coming in the future. We want to give a massive shout out to Alex and Ross from Wurx for taking the time out of their busy schedule to come down and build us an absolute dream in our backyard. So thank you guys. Appreciate all the support from all the fans. We have some really cool things coming. Moranz Mafia, some new content styles coming your way. want to thank Champion, Redline, and others for becoming part of the program and continuing to be a part of the program. We have some cool stuff coming in 2024. If you'd like to be a part of the program, be sure to find a way to get a hold of us. KevinMoranz.com. Find the link in our description below. We'll have some new videos of us testing the track in the near future. Be sure to stay tuned. And as always, thank you for watching.
And that's been another Kevin Moranz vlog. Be sure to subscribe for more and stay tuned for the next video.